y'all, and welcome back to Bougie Banner. I'm your girl, Nisha B, my sister, Tasha Too Funny, and my mom, Dr. Fletcher. As you know, we start every episode off drinking our One Hope wine, and today we are drinking Pinot Grigio. So be sure to get your bottle linked in our bio in the comments underneath. We'll be right back. And we're back. Okay, so there is this tweet I saw today, and it basically said, "What is the first thing you would do or buy? Um, what's the first thing you would buy if you had FU money?" So y'all know that what is it? The which lottery is it right now?
The Powerball.
Okay, so the Powerball is going. How much is that, D?
I think it's at 800 and something.
800 something.
Mega Millions is up
800
there
something
too.
million.
Yeah. So
That one is 500 something million.
I'll take either one.
Yeah.
so
yeah.
say you won one of the lotteries. That's your FU money. What's the first thing you would do if you won that money?
And you had to use it for a FU purpose. Because I don't want to say FU to nobody.
No. It's FU money. And
Okay.
FU can be to anything. It can be F that job, F that car, F that house, F that spouse. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
It's FU money. It's
Okay.
however you want to do it. What's the first thing you would buy if you had that kind of money?
Oh my goodness. FU money. See, I don't know. Because it can get so deep. You know, I'm trying to buy a city for my people.
What's the first thing you buy?
The
The first thing you gonna buy when you get that money
I
dropped
tell
in
you
your
what,
account?
probably a mansion. Probably a mansion. Probably
First thing you
like
gonna buy is that?
yeah, or I don't know.
My first thing is I'm paying off my house. That's the first thing I'm gonna do is pay off my house.
But is that FU money? That's not FU. That's okay. Sensible, makes sense. That's financially.
Well, I mean, FU can be
Sound.
it can be whatever you want.
Oh,
it to be.
okay,
But
okay.
it's
I say,
FU.
okay. I think you talk about like mooning folks.
Like, what's the middle finger?
Yeah.
Okay.
The first
Hmm.
middle finger you gonna buy, and who the middle finger go to? Because I
I'll
think
probably
I
get a
know.
yacht, a
And-
FU yacht.
Yeah, and cheeks on the beach.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I can float where I want, and then make sure I get it with all the little things so I can go
But-
anywhere.
but
You
who is
know-
that saying FU to?
Anybody who see me in the social media.
It got to be like an ex or you know.
Mine would
I might
be
say F
mine
you
gonna
now.
be a car with a driver. So, cause I can say F you to everybody that drive on the road.
Yeah,
Everybody,
that's-
everybody.
I'm trying to think of my old jobs. Like, who would I drive by? You know, like.
But you know
drive
what?
By.
E-
FU.
Every job every job I've left it's already been FU.
Oh.
I'm out already anyway. Any
I have
ex,
two pennies.
etc.
I don't
Right,
have-
so it ain't. I don't gotta be like, oh hey, you remember me? Yeah, FU. No, it was FU when I left. Bye, FU. Now it's I'm a flex on you too. You see this yacht? See these cheeks? Can't have them.
That's funny. That's why I say I seen something. Sorry, off topic. It said, "Do you block people?" I'm like, nope. I want you to see this.
Yeah, you gonna see this
You
one
gonna see this?
over and over and over
Mhm.
again.
That's funny.
Yep. All right, we'll be right back.
Hello, Achi nominees. Welcome to AchiMagazine.com. I'm your girl, Nisha V, and have a special announcement for the Achi 2023 season. So this season, we are thrilled to announce that we are going to commence our Red Letter campaign on July 21st, officially, which will be distributed nationwide. We will be hosting the Achi Magazine Awards Tour October 28th until November 5th from Decatur, Georgia, Clayton, North Carolina, and again in Norfolk, Virginia. And to top it off, we're bringing back the Achi Magazine Nominee Luncheon, which we've had thousands of women attend over the years. So this year, we will be hosting one luncheon in Atlanta, Georgia, September 15th at the exclusive Buckhead Club. And remember, at the nominee luncheon, you get to network with different women from different areas, different backgrounds, different professions. You'll get to promote your business, your services, and your products, and hopefully build many lasting relationships. But the time is running out to nominate, so be sure to do so at achimagazine.com/nominate and join us for all the celebrations. In addition, Achi Magazine is opening its pages up to our nominees this year at major discounts. We also have some different promotion going on with the Achi Studios film that's going to be filmed in November in Georgia and in Virginia. So be sure to click on the link directly below to get more details of everything we have, exclusive to nominees. See you next time. Bye.
Hi, yeah, we're back. And the next topic we're going to talk about is girl code. What is girl code to you? I don't feel like that's a term I see or hear often enough. We always hear about like the boys club or the boys code, whatever, different things where it's like bros before hoes, etc. We always hear about those things, but I never hear about it when it comes to females. So I guess in this topic we can go ahead and everybody kind of say what is girl code to you. What is something like one thing it would be For you. For this one, I'll go first. For me, girl code is more of if I have an ex I done told you about, I should not see you in a relationship with him after. Because
Period.
that's a different level of disrespect
Ever.
and unnecessariness. And I feel like if we're friends,
Yep.
that should already be understood. But I will say at one point in my life, like I don't know how old I was, but I drew the line in the sand with every one of my friends, and I said, listen, certain things you do, you cut, and that was at a young age. So I feel like me and my friends just have an understanding now, as you know, as adults and stuff, and as I've made new friends, certain things are just understood. And also, we're not usually attracted to the same type of guys anyway, so that's one benefit. But the only friend I had that I felt like would ever disrespect that girl code in my eyes has already been cut off.
Okay, but when you say, because people kind of blur the lines. Okay, what if you and him just matched on Tinder? That was it. You matched, or Bumble, or whatever, Hinge, whatever. Black people meet, farmers.com, whatever.
Farmers.com.
Farmers. We are farmers.
They got all them different ones.
So what if y'all just matched? That was it. Y'all matched,
Now
didn't connect, didn't really
Right.
like each other, and then
that's social media. I mean, that's a dating
but she
app.
knows about it.
That's a dating app. I doubt I'm gonna talk to you too much about a guy I matched with if we ain't even made on a date.
But
I'm
if
more.
coincidentally you did talk to her about it, she knows about it.
Uh,
I mean, if you went on just one date,
no.
it's like if y'all was together,
Ah,
one
Don't-
date.
My
Really?
thing,
don't
my
touch
thing
my
is,
pole, sis.
if y'all kissed, if you ever kissed him, no, I don't
Alright,
want to
so-
kiss nobody you kissed.
So what's the girl code for you then?
Oh well, girl code for me. When I think the word girl code, I think are completely different. I think safety. When I think girl code, I think, text me when you get home. Don't leave the club. If you came with me, you leave with me. That's what I think about girl code. I think about if I'm drunk, girl, get me up out of here. Like, don't diss me for some dudes. That type of thing. That's what I think when I think girl code.
Okay.
Well, I tell you what. Back in the day, girl code really was don't mess with you don't mess with my ex, or you don't sneak off with my man. You don't do stuff like that if we're friends. But I'll tell you two things. First, I just recently, a couple of years ago, found out that girl code meant nothing. I found out that someone I thought was a friend that believed
A
in the
best
girl
friend.
code. Yeah, I thought had a child by my old boyfriend, and I didn't know till it was 30 years later. But that tells you that that tells me girl code is out the window. But I was just recently
And
reading.
the child 30 years old.
Yeah, I never knew.
You
So
did look familiar.
that is not a code. I don't know if this girl code thing even exists, but I just recently found out that one of the codes, I think it was number 6. They actually got a list, but number 6 was that you should not, you should ask your friend and get permission before you mess with one of their siblings. And I never knew that was the case. And I needed my friend's permission to date her brother or something, because if that's the case, y'all wouldn't be here. I had no idea.
Oh wow, yeah, that is kind of girl codey.
Really?
Yeah, you can't date my sibling. Like that's kind of girl. Like, okay,
Girl, you
okay.
know your brother fine, and he the oldest. Come over
Right.
your house for him.
I
Let's be
understand what you're
real.
saying, but I know you know you. I know you're
I want
bad.
a husband.
I know you're good, and I know you're bad. So, girl, no, because remember we was out in Vegas that time. I don't want my brother messing with. I don't want to say that, but
I think
No.
it depends on the kind of friendship also though, because some girls look at it as now we're sisters for real. Now we're sister-in-laws, and now we get to be best friends forever. Some girls look at it differently, and then there's
I
some
don't
that be
like
like,
either.
I don't want you to be my.
I wouldn't want it because that also gives
don't
me
mind it.
that gives me don't ish where you lay your head vibes too, because
The thing
you
is,
with my brother,
Okay.
and now what if me and you not friends no more?
we not gonna not be.
And
we
now
cool.
forever and ever, I still got to look at your face at the family reunion. No, you're not my friend no more. It's over. You out.
No.
You
No,
out
'cause
the whole
people-
family.
I feel like people
No.
like when you in them kind of friendships. I feel like you should be at a point where y'all are like really close, and I would want you to. I don't know. For me, I don't fall out like that, and I would want you to be
Okay, but what about the one friend that you mentioned earlier that's
That
already
I
cut from
already
your circle?
that I already knew was gonna be cut before I got a boo. I already
Okay,
knew that. So when
but
it was
what
time
if
for
she
me to
was
get like,
dating? What if she was started dating your sibling?
well, I don't got
If
one,
you
so I
had a
gotta worry
brother,
about that.
if you had a brother,
But I ain't got
yeah.
one,
You
so
wouldn't want that though.
it depends.
That's girl code.
Well, agree, disagree, because I would have cut her off anyway. She was already going to get cut before I got a man.
Could you imagine her being the way that she is?
I would have warned my
And
brother.
all the
She gonna
things-
cheat on you, bro. Just watch your back.
Right.
Put everything in your name or put it in Ma's name, because she gonna cheat on you. She probably leave you. Watch yourself. Watch your back. I don't know.
You're my friend. Don't do it.
All right, we'll be right back. And we're back. So this next topic, we're going to talk about Michael Jordan disapproves of his son dating Laura Pippen. And if y'all are on Twitter, which I don't know if y'all be on Twitter, but I'm on Twitter and I be watching different videos. I seen a video recently with the son and her, Larsa, Pippen. And mind you, there's a 16-year age gap. The video that I saw on Twitter, he was smoking hookah, and I guess he like stuck it up her top, and was smoking hookah like through her boobs, almost not motorboating her, but like super close. And so that was kind of one of the videos I saw that was trending,
Okay.
which is what I feel like Michael Jordan might have commented on.
So it's Michael Jordan's son.
Yeah, this is one
So
of Michael Jordan's
the
sons.
younger person is a guy.
Yeah,
And
his
the-
son.
I mean,
and the
not that
older
it matters. But
Yeah, but the older one is
a woman.
a woman who is. I feel like I don't know if they're friends or not. I don't be watching basketball
Or
like
his
that.
father.
I feel like the
You
dads
talking
were
about
friends.
the dad,
Scottie
was
Pippen.
Scottie Pippen. They were friends. They're currently not friends, but they were
Mm.
at
Right.
one time. They was in
Yeah.
in the league together.
Well, his
Right.
ex-wife is now dating Michael Jordan's younger son, or one of his young sons, or one of his sons, whatever. There's a 16-year age gap. Now, for me, as far as the video itself, and the question is, how do you feel about your child dating a friend's ex? I feel like it's two pieces to this question, because with it being a 16-year age gap, how do you feel about an age gap?
Right.
Personally, I don't have nothing wrong with it, because I date older for a reason. But also I feel like I don't think it's a big deal for guys to also date older than them if they choose to. There's sugar mamas out here, there's sugar daddies out here, there's people for everybody. And I feel like if that's what you want, I'm not against it, because if a woman can date older and have a provider husband, why can't a guy have a provider woman if that's what he wants?
It's a no for me. It's giving me predator vibes. It's giving
Well,
me how
so-
long have you found my son
But that's
attractive?
the thing. Now that's the second part of the question, because then it is, it's a friend's ex. Now, as her being the ex of a friend who grew up watching him as a child, now we step into the predator territory. And now that alters how I look at it. Because if I'm looking at just an age gap, I have no problem with an age gap. I do have more of an issue with someone who might have been around him as a child, almost like, what did he call it? What do they do?
What?
When-
Grooming?
Grooming them, right?
Right.
And that's more of what I would look at it
Right.
as. That would be more of my issue with them two dating. So DJ, you go ahead.
Okay, first as my child. See, it's a difference. It's a different mindset, because as my child, I really don't want my child to be with somebody much older. I don't really want you to be with a person that's all old and experienced life. I want you to go through. I would rather you grow through life and with somebody your own age, personally. Just
Closer.
closer to your age, when it comes to thinking about my child. Now, when it comes to as a woman, if it wasn't personal, I wouldn't have a problem with the age gap if it wasn't personal. I think it's because I look at my baby and say, "Well, this old buzzard on my child." But if it was somebody else's child, because I still could see her looking at him now that he is a man, and she's looking at him as a man. You can't look at my child.
I don't
My
see-
child's always going to be my child, no matter what.
But I don't know. I can't, because okay, Like, for instance, when I was 13, I seen another 13-year-old, and I thought that 13-year-old was attractive because I was 13. The older I get, the younger people look like kids. A 22-year-old boy looks like a little kid. He does.
To me,
To
yes.
me, he looks like a little
Yes.
kid. Like, his face, he hasn't developed right. He looks like a little kid. And I'm assuming as you get older, the younger ones continue to look like a little kid.
Yeah.
No, you're not necessarily a kid, but
Young,
look
young enough
young.
not to want to date.
yeah, they look
Yeah.
young to me. So for you to be finding him attractive, I think that's weird. I think it's weird.
I don't like the history
don't
part of
like,
it.
Yeah, that's the part.
Yeah,
that's the
I
part.
think if she was someone who didn't even know them like that, if it were she wasn't so closely connected, and she was an older woman who was dating, I wouldn't care. But I think it's something about that makes you go,
Because there's
For-
a possibility that they were all together as families.
right.
And like
at
they're
some
at the
point, he
kids'
stayed the
table.
night at her house, and she watched him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely
That's-
giving-
That's
You know what I'm
kinda-
saying?
Yeah. So and for me, a situation like that is more of a red flag than so much so an age gap. I don't mind the age gap. I don't care about no age gap.
So would you
You finna pay these bills or
Would
no?
you-
Yeah, okay then.
would you feel strongly enough to speak up on it to either her or him? Would you talk to your child about it? Like, hey,
How old is he? You know?
well, and also, would you talk to your child from the point of they're wrong as a child to like, because me, I would talk to my kid and be like, girl, heck no. You ain't talking to no old man. Like, what's wrong with you? You know?
Especially-
Or is it an old man that used to watch you?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It's different. Like, I feel like, yes, the age gap is an issue, but there's a bigger problem here, not an age gap, because age gap is still normal. It's not the most normal thing you see every day, but it's still normal. You being somebody who's watching that child as a child is more of a red flag. So my conversation with my kid would be more of, they're being a pervert and you do not need to be with them because you know that they used to wipe your butt.
Yeah.
They were there. They've been watching you for a while. That's creepy, bro. Do not date them. Like, that would be more of my conversation. Then it wouldn't be so much of, my conversation wouldn't be, oh, they're old. I'm like, she want to be a sugar mama and pay some bills. Go ahead, baby. Take the money and let her pay your bills. Take the money. Because the thing is, if girls can go and get the money, why can't the dudes too? I don't see nothing wrong with it. If they willing to pay the bill, go ahead. But if they've been watching you as a child, baby, they're a pervert. I don't think you should talk to them.
Yeah.
That's kind of gross.
Like they've been waiting for you to get right.
Yeah. Or is it us? Or was her whole notion like a spiteful thing?
So the version of this story that I heard was not the Scottie Pippen. It was just another scenario, and they basically said that your actual friend, because this is your friend's ex that's dating your child.
Mm-hmm.
So your actual friend approached you about it and said, "Hey, your child is dating my ex, and I have a problem with that. What are you going to do about it? Is there a loyalty to your friend, or is there a loyalty to your child?
It's just a hot mess.
Do you support
Personally,
your child?
I wouldn't want my child to be in that mess.
Yeah.
Right.
It's messy.
So I'm
And
telling
I
my
would be
child,
upset with her for bringing that drama to my child. You know,
Allegedly, y'all. All this is allegedly.
Yeah, but I would be offended by that. I wouldn't want anybody to bring my child into your drama. You know, I don't want my child to be a part of that.
I mean, but didn't your child start it by dating their ex?
who? Well, we don't know who started it.
I mean, they're still dating your
Well,
ex.
and the thing is, a kid gon'
be a kid.
yeah. Well, and if you're gonna shoot your
But
shot, you're
just
gonna shoot your shot. If you in the
just
club,
remember, he is a grown man, though.
But
Yeah.
a grown
Be careful.
man, there's a different types of grown man. Like a 22-year-old grown man and a 42-year-old grown man are completely different. Like
Yeah.
22, what's the risk? Who cares?
Well, I don't
Like,
think he's that young, though.
Well, I'm
I don't
just
know
saying.
how
I don't know
he
how
is. I
old
actually
he is
should look
either.
that up.
I
Probably
think,
should have done my research.
yeah, because I think,
well, either way,
they're kind of old. Are they
What-
like 60?
oh,
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's true because their kids could be
she not-
like,
she ain't that old.
well,
No.
Michael Jordan
No,
is old.
Yeah,
and
both
I
of them
trust
are old.
Scottie Pippen was dating somebody younger himself.
Yeah,
Trust.
Or he
okay.
dating somebody younger now.
You know
his wife is his ex is probably closer in age to.
Yeah.
We just making real assumptions. So I guess all
Yeah.
those things make
yeah.
it real variable.
Yeah.
All right, we'll be right back.
It's in God's hands now.
Okay, and we're back. So now we want to talk about our final segment, which is called You Know What Really Plucks My Nerves. And in this segment today, we want to talk about trolls on social media. So, um, as you know, trolls are just people who leave negative comments. They were trying to stir up whatever drama. They find the negative in anything you post. It doesn't really matter what you post. So we're all going to kind of like go off on different things that we don't like about social media trolls. Tasha.
I really, because I'm the type of person, like, I can't just write a negative comment and walk away. Like, if we arguing and stuff, I can't even. I'm like, I'm all up in it. I can't. I'm distracted. I can't focus on other stuff. So I try not to engage with, like, even if I have something negative I want to say, like, oh, that look a mess. I just be like, you know what?
Let me not.
Let me not. Yeah, because let me not. Most of the time, a lot of times, I'll write comments and just delete them.
Yep.
Just delete the whole comment because I already know it's gonna be 30,000 people all coming for me. Oh, you know what I'm saying? And this how you supposed to do it? And this and that. I'm like, oh Lord, never mind. I just wanted to say my little opinion, but don't even worry about it. Y'all got it.
DJ.
Yeah. I will not because first of all, I have not matured to the point where I can ignore what you say. So I will have people writing their little comments and I'll just like what you said and keep it moving because I know that I can't stop myself. So let's not start that game. But I really can't stand people that have the courage to say things that they would not say directly to me.
Period.
I cannot stand it. And it's funny to me that most of the time, if it's something negative, everybody want to say on that. If you put up a post that's positive, you don't get nothing, no likes, nothing
At all.
But let it be anything that they can all pounce on. And I be thinking, like, when some of them, I be like, how did we become friends? I don't even remember you. But I never respond. I try not to say anything because I know that I just can't control myself. And I'm like, if we start going down this road, it is not going to be good. So let's just let this go. But I cannot stand trolls.
I ain't one of those. I want all the smoke. If I put a post up or I get a post feature or anything like that, because I used to get my post featured sometimes on social media and they would just tag me and I'd be like, oh, thank you so much for featuring me. And people have negative comments. Guess who's in the comment section responding? Because let me tell you, you ain't finna talk about me. And because it was like a lot of the posts would be about like me losing weight and stuff like that. And they'd be like, oh, that's not her. And I'd be commenting, have you not looked at my page? Do you not see the same tattoo on the same arm, the same roll? Honey, it has not gone anywhere. Da-da-da-da-da. I am going to pull up and be like, Rihanna, because I'm finna let you know. You ain't finna say nothing about me without me responding. Because I don't have no problem. And I will check. And I'll refresh. Oh, no comment? Okay.
Right.
And I'll come back. And I'm going to come back in an hour. And I'm going to check again. I'm going to at you again. And then don't make me have to at you direct or come to your page. Because I will let you know.
Oh, my God.
I'm one of those. Now, I've calmed down. I'm in a new place now. I'm a social media person, but I'm not like as I was trying to be on a certain level anymore. Now I'm more so doing it
You didn't
for
take it so
fun.
personally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really like pages feature me too much anymore, stuff like that. So I'm like, no, thank you. Delete that post, thank you. So I'm not really looking for that anymore. But when I was, let me tell you something. I ain't got no problem with pulling up. I always got time.
It gets stressful.
It don't be no stress to me because I said what I said.
No,
what
I
get
stressed.
I do too. It's like, and then I have to go back and
it's
look
the internet.
Like somebody else said something.
Yes.
It's so
And
stressful.
I'm gonna add you and you and you too. And I'm gonna add you. And I'm gonna come to your page and I'm saying that's why you look like dip, 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 dip. I'm gonna read you like a book. I'm gonna let you know about yourself. But now I have changed. I want to be an elevated woman, and I do not argue with peons anymore.
Oh, that's right.
Well, now people ain't trying me.
Yeah.
But if you was,
I don't even read the
sometimes
comments.
I'll read comments. But you know what? Like, for instance, with this page, when we do get like whatever comments disagreeing with something we say, the thing is, we said what we said, and it ain't finna change. I'm not gonna argue with you, but I like your comment because of your comment, you're getting more people to come to my page, and I appreciate that. So thank you for doing the work for me. I'm not gonna argue back and forth and tell you your opinion is wrong. An opinion is just that. You're allowed to have it. I don't have to take it to heart, and it's an opinion, so I don't care. It's not about me personally. Now, if it's about me personally, and I'm saying, well, for me, or I'm saying like this is my situation, I'm giving you something about myself that's personal, which I wouldn't do, but if I did, I'm at you on my personal page. I'm gonna be like, it's gonna be at Bougie Banner. It's gonna say at Nisha B to so and so, and I'm like, in another thing, and I'm gonna go off on you. It's just gonna come up. But now we have Bougie Banner, and we talk about basic topics that are trending and things of that nature. and we allow it to just, you know what I'm saying, be what it is. Everybody has different opinions on different topics. That is perfectly fine. I like your comments via Bougie Banner, and that's it. There's no argument going on. Y'all can argue in the comments on your own. I'm not doing
I
that.
don't even read it, so
I can't.
I don't read it. So
Yeah,
I'm
because they're
like,
gonna have me at home have me looking up BBL surgery. You know, I ain't got
They
time.
can't pick your body apart. We sitting down.
All right, with the pillow.
with the pillow, baby.
If you want to see how I look, baby, go to @Nisha B. Okay?
I
At
looks
me,
good.
because I'm going to come back.
Period.
All right, so that is it for this episode of Bougie Banner. If you have tuned in, thank you so much for making it to the end. Be sure to follow us on Instagram and on TikTok at Bougie Banner. Follow this podcast through ArchieMagazine.com/ArchieTV, as well as Apple Podcasts is another place you can listen to it, and on YouTube, Bougie Banner. Be sure to get our wine, One Hope Wine, linked in our comments or in the description below. And join us next time right here on the couch. Bye.